Hey, how's it going? In today's video, we're going to be talking about SEO metrics that are vital for SaaS success. So what are we going to be covering today? I'm going to be showing you the 5 most important SEO metrics to track, the best practices to keeping track of these metrics, SEO factors worth keeping an eye on, plus bonus KPI metrics that can help benefit your SaaS company, not necessarily related with SEO. So with that said, let's get right into it. All right, so the first metric that's vital to your SEO success as a SaaS company is visibility or share of voice. Now, what is that? It's the percentage of clicks you're receiving from your target keywords. So the benefits is that it tells you how well you're targeting your market overall. But the most important thing is the action you can take after looking at this metric, which is improving your focus efforts on the gaps you need improvement on. By finding the gaps of keywords and concepts that you're lagging on, that your competitors are doing phenomenal in, you're going to have a better idea of where your time is best spent. So a great way to get a rundown of this is pi-datametrics.com. Free workaround is actually our in-house tool. It's called the competitor gap analysis we use for our back-end processes. I'm going to show that to you right now. Obviously, it's not going to be as pretty as pi-datametrics.com, as you can see here. It looks very beautiful, but obviously it's a pretty penny. And if you want to do this for free, hit me up. I'd be happy to fill out this. What we do is we essentially take all of your main competitors and we download all of the top ranking content and we aggregate it all on a sheet. And it shows you how well your competitors are ranking for each keyword term right here in a nice little graph. And this is going to really give you an understanding of where your gaps are, and you can very easily sift through the noise and understand what they're focusing on that maybe you're not, so that you can readjust your content marketing and SEO strategy. All right, so the next metric that's vital to your success with SEO, if you're a SaaS company, is year-over-year traffic and SaaS product users. So the benefits of this is that it minimizes the impact of seasonality on projections by comparing two static points. Obviously, for a lot of SaaS companies out there, seasonality plays a big role in their revenue for the year. So this is a workaround to really help you take a step back and understand exactly what's going on and how you can change your SEO strategy accordingly with the organic traffic that you're getting. Another benefit to looking at this metric in terms of SEO is that the nature of SEO means that there's big drops and big gains in web traffic, and that can skew your understanding of how well you're doing. And so it's important not to really get in the trenches, but to kind of step back as a leader in the marketing world and understand that just because you get some spikes or drops in your rankings, overall, you're seeing organic traffic grow with your company, as opposed to just freaking out when you see a big drop or getting incorrect data when you're seeing a big spike and you're incorrectly correlating that with a specific strategy you're utilizing with SEO. The last benefit I want to mention is how easy it is to understand and draw quick insights regarding the effectiveness of your strategy. So here's what you need to look out for when looking at this metric. Don't be obsessed with this, as insights gained will improve if this is done multiple times in a year with a successful SEO campaign. You have to resist the urge to check every single month. On the flip side, you don't want to just look at year over year. You can also look at monthly data, but this metric is typically reserved for quarterly type observations to see how well your SEO strategy is going for your business. So how do you track this? You can use Google Analytics to track traffic easily year over year, but you need to do this on a URL by URL level. And I can't stress enough how important it is. And the reason why is because when you're able to hyper-focus on each URL and look at the big gains and the big drops, that's going to help you quickly identify trends in the market, trends in your SEO, what type of content is ranking the best, what kind of strategy you're doing. So you can get really surgical with this if you're able to segment it by URL. So you could do this with Google Analytics and sift through all the data, or we can do it for you for free. Part of our website quality audit, the beginning phase before we actually give the action items and go through, we aggregate all of URLs with a lot of data on a URL by URL level. And right here, as you can see, we look at Google Search Console and Google Analytics as well. And this is going to give you that information that you need. It automatically computes it so that you can get a clear understanding how well your web traffic is doing on a URL by URL level. Again, we can do this for you for free. Just hit me up. We'd be happy to help you out. All right, so the next vital metric for your SEO success if you're a SaaS company is revenue and signups from organic traffic. Again, I can't stress enough, you have to do this on a URL by URL level to find patterns and trends with your content. Now, if you have goal conversions already set up, we can calculate this for you for free with the beginning phases, again, with the website quality audit. Just like I mentioned in the last slide, we would be happy to do that for you. All right, lead to customer conversion rate. So this is important because having your finger on the pulse for this is crucial to understanding the effectiveness of your SEO marketing efforts with SaaS. So you need to do this for every piece of content ranking that's generating leads via organic traffic. This is a way for you to easily and quickly spot the URLs that are not producing at its highest standardized, so you don't have to just do a complete audit for every single URL that's designed to generate leads. But I don't want you to look at it just on a URL level. You can take these insights and understand, okay, so some leads I get from a certain type of keyword is actually better for my bottom line. It's more likely to convert these leads into paying customers for your keywords. Or maybe you can pinpoint a specific offer that works better, or the types and quality of content that can influence the quality of a lead. There's a lot of factors into it. It's not so black and white. And when you're able to segment this metric on a URL by URL level, you can really move mountains and understand exactly what's driving revenue for your business online. This allows you to get surgical with your SEO and marketing decisions. All right, the last most vital SEO metric you need to look for if you're a SaaS company is customer lifetime value. So if you don't know what your CTV is, you won't know if you're running a successful SEO campaign or not. So you don't need to let this fall through the cracks. The last thing you want to do is devalue a strategy that's otherwise working really well. A lot of people are focusing on the immediate transactions that they gain through a successful SEO strategy, and that's a huge mistake. For instance, if you have a $20 product that you charge people per month, but then you determine that your lifetime value for that customer is on average a 3-year lifetime value of $720, that's going to drastically skew your data. You're not going to know how successful your SEO campaign is until you have a firm grasp and understanding of this metric. So it's not just about understanding how successful an SEO campaign is. You can also use this metric to help quantify and determine if keywords are worth going after based on the cost it'll take to rank for those keywords. Once you get a good grasp on your LTV and you have your keyword goals, talk to your SEO about this and they'll be able to point you in the right direction. All right, so these are SEO metrics that are still worth keeping an eye on, but not necessarily related to revenue. And I proceed with this with caution because yes, these are vanity metrics, but this is still important. Why? Because audience always comes first before customers. Now, I am not a social media guy. I don't like getting on social media, but I do follow a lot of the influencers and big publications in the SEO industry because it interests me and well, it serves me as an SEO agency owner. And if that applies to me, I know it's obviously going to apply to your customer base. So the first metric is ranking for transactional keywords. This is obviously important because yes, top of the funnel keywords are important, but if you're ignoring the transactional keywords or dismissing it because it's a little too harder to rank for you or it's not worth much of the efforts, that is a serious mistake that you need to remedy. You need to keep an eye on this stuff. Ranking for keywords meant to drive conversions. Obviously, this is more of the top of the funnel and mid-funnel type keywords. These are so crucial, especially in the SaaS industry. If you don't have an eye on this and you're not focused on improving your rankings and accomplishing higher rankings for the top and mid-funnel keywords, you're leaving some serious cash on the table. Now, indexation rate of your pages. This is more of a technical type of SEO concept, but it is so crucial because if you understand that you have, let's say, 5,000 pages that your website has and Google is only indexing, let's say, 2,000 or 2,500 of those pages, you might have an indexation problem. And if you can spot this issue, you can talk to your SEO about this. And if they actually know what they're doing, they're going to be able to know exactly what the problem is and how to fix it. Typically, it's about raising your website quality score with Google and getting rid of a lot of fluff content that's performing poorly. And of course, looking at website errors is obviously a good practice if one of your marketing initiatives is focused on SEO. All right, as promised, here are the bonus KPI metrics that I believe are crucial to your SaaS company. Now, yes, they're not necessarily related to SEO, but these are metrics that you absolutely have to keep an eye on if you want to run a successful SaaS company. Now, I know I might be preaching to the choir here, but it's worth putting in the video, I think, because it's incredibly valuable data. And I actually got a great read to recommend for you as well. So monthly recurring revenue. So obviously, if you're a SaaS company, there's a lot of upfront costs with SaaS. So you need that butter quickly for startups. If you're investing 100,000 or multiple six figures into actually creating that technology for your SaaS company, you're going to need to immediately supplement the amount of money you've already spent through investors through monthly recurring revenue. You need to also look at your churn, which is, if you're not familiar, the percentage of customers who leave every single month. Now, I want to recommend that you read Hacking Growth by Sean Ellis. It's a phenomenal book. And I know I was geeking out the whole time when I was reading it. And it really gives you a breakdown systematically how you can look at the percentage of customers who leave every single month and determine the common causes that keep people in your business model longer and keep them subscribed and the actions they need to take and how you can improve the interface of your SaaS company when people are logged in and interacting with your product to effectively keep their interest and keep them engaged. Another metric is funnel marketing. For instance, let's say someone visits your site and then they go to a free trial sign up or a freemium version of your product And then from there, the next step will be to activate them, which is basically the use of the core feature of your SaaS product for the first time. And then from there, how do you effectively turn them from someone who's using the product, using the core feature of the product for the first time, to becoming a paid plan subscriber? Obviously, when you're able to break it down to these steps and focus on each step and find the areas of your sales funnel or your marketing funnel that have huge drop-offs, you can really start asking the right questions so you can get the correct answers. Hey, how can we improve this process so that we can maximize the amount of people that visit your site, maximize the amount of people that end up doing the free trial, which offer, what's the language we use? And then when they actually become a free trial sign up, how do we get them at that point to effectively guide them to see and experience and get that aha moment of what your core feature of your SaaS product does, which is going to greatly improve the likelihood that they're going to become paid subscribers of your SaaS product. And then, of course, the last one is number of active users. You got to have your finger on the pulse. I can't stress this enough. It's a telltale sign of the health of SaaS companies' customer base. Again, everything I'm talking about with these KPI metrics, read Hacking Growth by Sean Ellis. It's a phenomenal read. It's not going to take you that long. And if you'd like to have some conversations with me about that, I love to talk shop. I'm a big geek with that kind of stuff. All right, wrapping it up. This was SEO metrics vital for SaaS success. I want to leave you with these thoughts. Having a strong understanding of your metrics can help drive massive growth with SEO. If you don't have your finger on the pulse, you're not going to know what's effective and what's not effective. And the biggest takeaway that is worth repeating a million times is that you need to segment your site on a URL by URL level and apply these metrics to supercharge your decision-making process. Again, if you want to get access to the keyword gap analysis, we can go ahead and crawl all of this information for you and give this to you for free, or the beginning stages of the website quality audit, so you can get a lot of this phenomenal data. And that was SEO metrics vital for SaaS success. Hit me up if you have any questions.